Ever since coming onto this Creepypasta Tumblr and pouring through all of the stories, I've become obsessed with them, especially the ones dealing with the Lavender Town music and alleged suicides. Anyways, I was over at my friend Ethan's house with a few other buddies, just drinking a few beers and YouTube surfing. I'm not sure how it came into the conversation exactly, but it did. I started talking about Pokemon Black, the hacked cartridge, and then the Lavender Town Syndrome. Then I got to thinking, surely they had to have the original Pokemon Green Lavender Town theme on YouTube. I looked it up. Put yourself in my shoes now. The music started up. It's the same tones as the original at first, and then it kind of changed. Higher pitches, something you can't quite recognize. It's eerier by far. The room is quiet, still. Everyone is listening. The computer freezes on the high note, a high-pitched whine that screamed through the room. I was terrified, needless to say. And then I shut off the computer. Nothing has happened since, really. Nothing big like my Pokemon sprites turning mangled and bloody, or my game characters talking to me. Just little things. Little shadows in the periphery of my vision. An unexplained fear of mirrors. Strange, blackened dreams. And the ringing in my ears. Always the ringing. Wow. That was a pretty good creepypasta to begin with. I do want to apologize starting the first episode, going straight in and not even introducing myself. Unfortunately, I don't plan on introducing myself yet. You'll see me sooner or later, but right now I prefer to stay anonymous. This is the first episode of the Creepypasta Hour. Simply put, every Saturday, me and a bunch of random strangers are gonna go speak out some creepypastas. So keep the lookout. Every Saturday at midnight, there's gonna be a new video, hopefully. Most of them are probably gonna be gaming, just because, well, we're all nerds. We're easily identified as nerds. We game lots of hours, and this is the first one, and it's titled Ringing. You can find it pretty easily, but I'm gonna put a link in the description, obviously. Have a read for yourself. It's pretty good. It's like a lot of the other Lavender Town Syndrome creepypastas, so there's not much else that can be said about it. But for the most part, it's pretty creepy, and just to have the character not commit suicide, but pretty much go completely, like, an unexplained fear of mirrors, I don't understand where that even comes from. Like, it is beyond unexplained. I mean, I've listened to this tune myself, and it is very, very effective to your head. And I have a few other mental problems myself. Why did I tell you that? I don't know. Mostly it's just depression, though. That's all there is to it, okay? But, yeah, this one really did it. I've listened to it, and I've gotten headaches, but I've never gotten truly, like, saddened about it. But this, pretty creepy, honestly. That's pretty much all I have to say about the first episode. This Saturday there will not be an episode because we're still working out a lot of the minor details, so you won't see one then, but you will have one. There will be one on Saturday, next Saturday, the Saturday coming up. You'll be getting a few creepypastas. We usually want to spend somewhere between an hour or so, basically just about an hour, just under an hour to an hour on creepypastas, sometimes reading more than one, or sometimes doing really long ones, because I've read a lot that would probably take well over 2 hours, but those ones we probably won't do unless we can split them up. Like, we do plan on doing the Ben creepypasta, and that's going to take a few sessions. We are going to be taking requests We will take your requests into an account. Unfortunately, our schedule is pretty closely packed right now, so but because we're doing so many pastas in a single day, we're gonna be able to do more. We're gonna need a lot of you guys telling us which ones you want to hear. There are a lot of other sites that do this. Some Ordinary Gamers is one. So we're gonna try to avoid doing creepypastas that they've already talked about. Hopefully we don't get into too much trouble if we do, because I don't want to really get into like a bit of fight with Mutahar over at Some Ordinary Gamers, because I know I've seen him. I know he's a pretty cool guy, so I don't want to, make him all mad at me, and I don't want a big YouTube war going on between us. So I'm gonna try to stay out of his territory for the most part. Avoiding games that I know he's doing, or creepypastas I know he's read. And there's a few creepypastas he said he's gonna do, so I'm gonna try to avoid those. And I'm gonna say right now, like I said, there's gonna be a few people doing this. There's gonna be 5 people doing it right now. So far, we've got about 5 people. But they're gonna be bringing in other people to do it. So they're gonna be even people that I haven't met. So this has been the first episode of the Creepypasta Hour, and I feel like I've wasted enough time with just an introduction as opposed to the actual creepypasta. So I'm gonna see you guys next Saturday, hopefully with a few good creepypastas. And I am out.